It's now time to sew. I'll just quickly show you what we have so far and then we go to the machine to sew. So this is the front panning, the front bodice and the lining. So you're going to be, if you like, you can iron an air stay on your fabric to make it firm, but I'll be ironing interfacing on mine. So just iron the interfacing on the neckline. I'll be ironing interfacing around the neckline. And then to sew, it's just going to have a waist dart. So after ironing the interfacing, I'm going to be sewing the waist dart. You can place it like this. Just iron the darts, line to make it easy for you to sew. Just pick it like this and iron it. So I'll show you that. So this is the front panel, and then this is the back piece. We are also going to iron interfacing on the neckline, and then we'll also iron where we have the dart as well. Okay, when I'm through with that, I'll show you. And then here is the first tier. The back is going to have a zipper allowance. So the back is going to have a 1-inch zip allowance. And then here is the second tier. And here are the pockets. And then the sleeve. So we're going to start by ironing. I'm going to start by ironing interfacing on the neckline. So I'll show you what it looks like. So you iron the lining as well. This is what I mean of ironing where the dart will be. And then this is the interfacing for the neckline, the back neckline. So trim out the excess, then sew the dart. Sew the dart. After that, you also sew the dart on the line. After that, we're going to use the lining to turn the neckline. We're going to use the lining to turn the neckline. And also the zipper area. Okay, we'll be closing this side as well, but let's do the neckline first. The neckline and the zipper area, you need to do that for the back pattern. So I'll show you what it looks like, and then before we go to the next step. Then this is the front piece. With iron interfacing on it. So you go ahead and trim off the excess. I've also ironed that line. also iron the dart line for the lining. So we sew the dart on the lining, we sew the dart on the fabric, then after that we place the lining on the main fabric, right side facing each other, and then you are going to sew the neckline. We'll sew the neckline and we'll understitch. So I'll come back to show you what it looks like before we go to the next step. So this is what we have for the front. This is a neckline, taut neckline, and then we're going to iron it. We'll iron it down. This is the back. We're also going to iron the dart line, the zip line, then the neck. I notch the neckline so that I can relax, and then I understitch it. This same for this. So this is the neckline for the front. The notch around the curvy part. So the next thing is to iron it. So trim off the excess to have. So this is what it looks like. This is the back. So what we're going to do next for this back pattern is to mark the zipper line. So use your pins to secure it down. And then you mark the zipper line. So we use a loose stitch to sew here so that we can iron the zipper area. So when we are done with that, we are going to check the measurements that we have. to make sure the shoulders are the same. And then we're going to check our measurements. Open it up like this. You open it up like this, you take the bust measurement, you also check the waist measurements, and then when you are done with that, we'll close up the side. So to do that, you just do it like this. See, you have flipped it, this is inside, then you put this together like this, and then you stitch here. When you are through, you bring it out like this, and then you do same for the other side. You flip it in like this, and then you stitch here. So for the front panel, check the bust circumference measurement, check the waist, and then when you are through with that, if you are checked and it is okay, just turn it in like this to sew. Close up the side. When you are through with that, you also turn this in like this. And then we close up the side. So let's quickly do that, and then we'll show you what it looks like. So this is the zipper line. I've ironed it. So before we join the side, we are going to join the shoulders. We are going to join the shoulders before the side. So match the two shoulders together. You also match this with this. So to join it, you pick the shoulders like this and put like this. Are you seeing it? Open this, place this in like this, and then flip this to this side so that the lining will be together, fabric will be together. So that is how you're going to join the shoulders. Put them together. Take your time, make sure it aligns properly like this. So you're going to sew. We'll do same for the other side. So after that, before we now join, after that we check our measurement. If our measurement is okay, we are going to turn the back with the lining, closing up the side like I showed you earlier. We turn it like this and close up the side. So after closing all the sides, I'll show you what it looks like before I'll tell you the next thing to do. So this is what we have so far. I have joined the shoulders. and then we have sewed in the sides. So the next thing I'm going to iron. Place it like this, iron it. Place it like this and iron it. After, we should place it like this and also iron. We'll do same for the back. So this is what it looks like so far. Isn't it beautiful? Look at our beautiful neckline. So we'll iron the shoulders as well. We'll iron the shoulders. The one we are through, bring it out like this. And then you're going to join the side. And join the side here and here. So here is the first tier. This is the back piece of the first tier. I've sewn the zipper allowance line. So you're going to iron it. Press the seam open like this. Flip it to this side and also iron the side. And also iron the side. Then after that, we are going to run gather stitch, because this is twice the waist. The waist is 15 inches. So we have 15 and a half here. And this side is also 15 and a half. So this is twice the waist. So we are going to run gather stitch here so that we can gather it a little to fit into the waistline. So I'll run gather stitch on this back piece. I'll also run gather stitch on the front piece. So this is the first tier. And then the second tier. This is the second tier. I'll also run gather stitch. 2 lines of gather stitch. This is the back piece of the second tier. This is the front piece. I will run 2 lines of gather stitch on it as well. This is 3 times the waist measurement. So by the time we'll just gather it small so that it can fit into the down part of this, so that it can fit into the down part of the first tier. Okay, so when we are through with all that, come back to show you. So this is what we have so far. It's not beautiful. We have joined the side already. I've not fixed the zipper yet, but I use a loose stitch to sew. I'll be fixing it after joining the tier. So what I'm going to do next is to just fold it like this, and then I will shape the armhole. Of course, you have to iron first. Iron the side that you have sewn so that it can relax. After that, you flip it like this and then cross check your armhole. The armhole length I used for this was 7.5. So you use your 7.5 after joining your shoulder line. So here is 7.5 now. So let's see. When you are done with that, Here is the sleeve. I've already made the sleeve. So the next thing, we are going to fix the sleeve. This is our open lantern sleeve. So I'll fix the sleeve. So I have to fix the sleeve now before joining the tear, so that it will be too bulky when I put it on the machine. So, and then this is the first tear. Yeah, I've done the gathers according to the waist circumference that we have. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be joining the pockets on this first tier. So as I'm joining this side, I'll attach my pocket as well. So you want to go ahead and mark your pocket. To know where to mark on the pocket, you just go 1.5 inch below your waistline. Measure what you have here. So the pocket should be around 18 inches. Here, after sewing, I'm going to have 17. Okay, so 1 inch down. And remember that you need 1/2 inch to join this tier to this place. So that is why I'm using 1.5. So I've marked it at the 1.5 point. 1.5. And then the width of the pocket is at 7. After sewing, it's going to be 6. So I've cut out 2 pockets already. So this will be for this side, and this will be for the other side. Always mark your fabric if it's very close, if the front and back are very close. So just notch here a little so that you have space to fix. Okay, so this is where I'm going to fix it. On this zipper line, you can sew it first, stitch here first, so that it will not be confusing you. If not, just use your pin to hold that place, to hold it in place like this. As if you have sewn it. After that, you open it like this. So this is the marking. You mark it on this side as well. So you take this, that is why this notch is here. Then you place it, this is the right side. You place it against the right side here. Like this. So using your marking as a guide. So use your pin to hold it in place. When you are done pinning this, you flip this to this side. You repeat the same thing on this side. So just you use here as a guide, so you can mark it. Then you place this, shift it a little bit inside with like 1/2 inch. Then you place it on it like this. You also pin here down. So I've pinned it in place. So to sew it, first of all, sew here first. You stitch here down. You also stitch here down. Okay. Then when you are done with that, you place it like this. So this is the seam allowance line, 1 inch. So you start your stitching from the beginning. You start from beginning, you come like this, and you want to go in 1/2 inch into the pocket. So you come like this, right into the pocket, you go around like this through the seam, and then come back to this side and continue down. So that's what we're going to do for both sides. So stitch here first, stitch here. After that, you start from here, stitch like this, like this. This lace is not open, so I'll just end it somewhere here and continue again, or I can just take it completely like this into the side seam to the end. So I'll repeat seam for the other side. This is the pocket for the other side. This is the second tier. I'm going to be joining the side. This is the second tier. We have to open up the side because of the zipper, because of the pocket we are fixing. So if yours is not going to have a pocket, then just cut your fabric as one long piece, except also that it is a pattern cloth like this. So apart from pocket, this cloth is a pattern cloth, so you have to cut it in a way that will get the pattern. So I'll join the sides. I'll join the other side. So when I show you that, I'll come show you what it looks like, and then we go to the next step. So I've joined the sleeves to the upper bodies, and then I've attached pockets to the first tier. These are pockets. And I've also joined the side, so it's not like as one piece. And then this is the second tier. I have joined the side as one piece. So what I'm going to do next now, so this place that we gather it to match the down of this first tier, the measurements that we have on this down part. So that's what we gather it to. Do you see it? So that's what we gather it to. So I'm going to be joining the first tier and the second tier together. Just make them match, side seam to the side seam here. Okay, to make it easier for you, you can get the mid part, the middle, just notch the mid part, and then we are going to attach this to this so that both of them will be as one piece. And after that, we are going to attach this to the waistline. We are going to attach it to the waistline. So we do that, and then we are going to sew the zipper area by attaching the zip. This is the zip we are going to use, or we are using. So after fixing this waist, you attach the zipper. Then we are going to interlock the waistline. Interlock every part by weaving it. Weave all the parts around so that our work will be neat. So after weaving everything like that, we come to this down part. We are also going to weave this down part as well, after which we just fold it with the seam allowance that we have left. Okay, we fold it to 1 inch or whatever inches that you have left. So once you've done all that, the dress will be completed, and then we'll show you the final look on the mannequin. So here is a final look of our 2-tier Maxi gown, Maxi gathers gown, 2-tier Maxi gathers gown or gypsy gown. Some call it Caribbean gown with open lantern sleeve. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video, and let's know what you think about this style in the comment section below. Open lantern sleeve, 2-tier gathers Maxi dress. This is Joy Dalla Fashion Guide.